Let's finish this thing. Alexandria, I love you. Pat on the back, pat on the back. Hello and welcome back to Alexandria Loves Books. Fall edition. We literally only have like, I can't do the math, I have like 3 or so weeks left of fall. So we need to get to our fall TBR ASAP, folks. This is my November TBR. There's 3 books on this TBR that are fall themed or, excuse you, I'm talking, or have a vibe that gives me fall energy and I want to read it during the energy that it feels most suited to, you know? I'm in a little bit of a book slump and like I want to read, but I feel like I can't finish books. I'm in the middle of like 3 books right now. I'm actively reading all of them and now I'm gonna start a 4th book. My schedule's been a little crazy, but we're going with it. So I'm gonna choose the shortest book. It's less than 300 pages so that this will be an easy read and then I can feel accomplished by having actually finished a book. I haven't finished a book in too long. So we are starting off with Can't Help Falling in Love by Sophie Sullivan. If you watched my TBR video, you know how excited I got with this book. This is a fall themed book, and when I opened up to the first page, I learned that our main character's name, where is it, is my name. She's in Alexandria. She goes by Lexi, which I don't do. I tried as a kid, didn't work out. I rarely ever see Alexandria be the main character's name. And we also have a signed copy. And when I purchased this, there was a personalized bookmark with all of her releases. So this book follows Alexandria, but Lexi, and Will. Lexi is really bad at waitressing and she ends up meeting Will. Like she's looking for some no-string fun. Will is the heir to a major Seattle company that values family above all else. So he's placed in charge of an important merger and he needs to show that he settled down and you know that like family comes first because what's important to the company. So Will and Lexi are thrust into a fake engagement and it's all like during the fall season. So there's apple picking and plaid shirts and sipping beer at outdoor breweries in the crisp air. It's kind of small font, so even though it's... Okay, I just need to get to reading. I'm really procrastinating. Okay, I'll go read. I'll go read. Okay, it's been 6 days since I've last spoken to you. And in those 6 days, the election happened. And my mental health went in the ground. So I kind of was in a reading slump and just couldn't do this. So I had to take some time for my mental health. I have updates now. This weekend, I finally broke through this reading slump and I got back to reading and I finished Can't Help Falling in Love. I think I'm gonna rate this like a 3.25 stars. It was a very enjoyable read, but I feel like it could have gone deeper in the characters and their relationships with each other and their history and their past. I feel like there was some telling rather than showing. And it's under 300 pages, so it's like a quick like palate cleanser. I think this is a really unique book because it's fake engagement, but they're actually dating while they're pretending to be engaged. So it's really interesting. It was definitely really weird to read about a girl with my name and like having the love interest be like, Alexandria, I love you, or whatever. Like it was really weird. It took me out a little bit. Like it was really cool because I don't get to experience it often. Let me know if like you read books that have a character, and especially a main character with your name, and what your experience is like with that, because this was the first time I've ever experienced it and it was really weird. But it definitely gave all the fun fall vibes with apple picking and pumpkins and Halloween and Thanksgiving. And then I picked up If We Were Villains by ML Rio. This is a dark academia book, and this is my first dark academia ever. My brain is struggling a little bit to get into this, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, work on some stuff, and then get back into it. I am interested in it. It takes a lot more brain power than a book like Can't Help Falling in Love. And it's like weird because they're actors at a conservatory, and no, I haven't been in a conservatory, but I've gone to community college, university, and like studio acting classes, all for acting. And so even just the first 30 pages, I'm like connecting with it where I'm like, yep, I've been there. And it's just a little triggering, to be honest. This follows these 7 players, 7 actors at this like Shakespeare Conservatory in Illinois, and from my understanding of the blurb, one of them ends up unalived, and we already know that Oliver goes to jail for 10 years. And so the prologue starts when he's released from jail, and the detective who put him in there wants to know the story. So he's like, okay, we're gonna talk about the story. That was the prologue, and then the chapters I've read so far, which the chapters are called scenes. We learn about the beginning of their 4th year at this conservatory. So that's kind of where I'm at now. We're gonna figure out what this thriller mystery is, who ends up being the real criminal. Is it Oliver? Is it someone else? I don't know. I don't even know who the victim is yet, so we've got a long ways to go with this one. Well, now I know why it's called business casual. I'm a little over 200 pages in business casual. There's 150-ish pages left. I kind of want to try to finish it today. I don't know if that's actually possible, but honestly, I want to be done with this video. It's taken me 2 weeks to film and to read these books. I don't even know if I really told you that I started this book. I started this book, and you want to know why? Because, hold on. Because If We Were Villains wasn't working out. And I'm not saying it won't work out, but right now it's not. I've read 53 pages, and it took me over like a week and a half to read that. And I can't do it. My brain, it takes too much brain power, and I don't have that because of how emotionally occupied I am in this season of my life, this current month, literally. So I promise I will actually read this and I will finish this, but not in this video. I can't do it right now. I can't. So I had to go to another cute, like fluffy rom-com romance because that's all my brain could take. I needed something light and something easy. So this is Business Casual. This is the 4th book in the Love Light series by B.K. Borison, where each book takes place in a different month. And so this is the last book, and it takes place in autumn. So I needed to read it so that I can confidently say I've read this series in a year in each corresponding season. This follows Nova and Charlie. Nova is Beckett's youngest sister, and Charlie is Stella's half-brother. They have chemistry, or so we're told, and Beckett's known to be like a flirt with her. And so then finally Nova kind of takes him up on it and is like, hey, let's just have one night of fun, no strings attached. They're like, oh, one night wasn't enough. That's where we're at right now. I don't love this series. I think it lacks emotional depth. It's enjoyable, but it's definitely, I don't outright recommend it. I'm enjoying it, but it's not anything special. Even though like we've only had 2 spicy scenes so far, it still feels like a lot, and it feels like their connection is only based on physical attraction. I read books spicier than this, but I haven't had a problem with it because the emotional depth is so strong and the love is so evident, and like there's like the soulmate energy comes across in those other books. And so if this book had that, I wouldn't mind how physical it is at this point, but it doesn't have that. So I don't enjoy how physically driven it is. I literally have 30 pages left. I am sitting down and I am finishing this book. If it is the last thing I do. Chapter 28, let's finish this thing. This is so cute. Ooh, epilogue. It's like the second to last page. They were laying down and all of a sudden they're standing up, and I have no idea how they got up. I keep rereading the same thing over and over again. They never got up. I finished it. I finished the Love Light series, and I read each book in each corresponding season. Let's talk about it. I finished this book. I think I'm gonna rate it at 3.25 stars. This series is just not my favorite. I really, like, I do enjoy it, and that's why I continue the series, and I've read the entire series, but I just never feel too connected to these characters in any of the books. I do enjoy them though, and reading the last scene that we have of all of them did make me a little sad, because I was like, this is it. Like, I'm not getting any more of them, and that is upsetting, even though I'm not like obsessed with them. I think all of these books are around like a 3-star, so they're not like amazing, but they're still like a good time. I really enjoyed Charlie as a character. He was just very sweet and funny, and the things that he was struggling with about just his insecurities and his self-worth, or his view of his self-worth, and what he wants and how he helps others. It was just, I cared a lot about him, and it was very sweet to see him work through that with Nova and also on his own. I don't like love Nova a ton, but I definitely enjoyed reading her as a character. She was just something, she was someone that was kind of just different from like other characters I read about. Did I ever mention what this book is about? Also, just like the ending of like his like request at the very end was so sweet, and my heart melted for that. Finally, after literally, I think that I've been filming this for 3 weeks, and this video was not a complete success. I had 3 books on my fall TBR that I wanted to read and finish. Start off with Can't Help Falling in Love by Sophie Sullivan. I remember I really liked this. I remember what happens in this book, but I don't remember my rating. I don't remember my thoughts. I don't even remember what date I finished this book on. I really liked it, and it was really cool reading about a book, or about a character named Alexandria in a book. I attempted to read If We Were Villains by ML Rio. I soft DNF'd it. I got up to page 53, and my brain just did not have the brain power with how busy I've been the past few weeks and where I've mentally been, and this is just, I want to read this book. I just don't know when I'll actually finish it, because my brain is not functioning at its highest power when I have my free reading time. But I bet once I get into this, I'll enjoy it. I'm thinking and hoping. And then of course, we just finished Business Casual by B.K. Borison, and I finished the Love Light series. That feels so good to say. I can knock off another series. I am so tired right now. It's not even 8:30. I'm gonna go. This video is taking so long. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'm gonna shower and go to sleep. Thanks for watching, and thanks for helping. You didn't help me at all. You did nothing. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Thank you for watching this video and joining me as I tried to finish my fall TBR, and I didn't finish it, but I finished the books that take place in fall. This book, I don't know when it actually takes place. I don't mind reading this in winter if I need to. If it's like technically December or whatever. But the 2 books that take place in fall, I read in fall. So, pat on the back, pat on the back. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!